What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the gym for another pick a card reading. Today we are going to tap into messages from the universe. I have three very beautiful decks for you guys to choose from. Whichever one you resonate with the most will more than likely give you the most insight and information as well as clarity. Okay, first of all, we have the Tarot Vintage if you are choosing deck number 1. Deck number 2 is the Crow Tarot, and deck number 3 is actually the Hoodoo Tarot. Okay, so if you have any questions in regards to these decks, the names of them, where you can find them, you definitely can check these out here. Tarot Vintage can be found over here, as well as some different oracle cards that we're going to be using to clarify and get the precise readings that we are all here for, right? So don't forget, you guys, you can definitely find your deck stamp time below in the description box. Okay, nothing crazy. If you guys are resonating with 2 of the decks, you very well could choose 2. You could watch the whole video if you feel like that's something that you should do as well. But I felt led by Spirit, of course, to go ahead and give you guys some messages, some downloads. And so here we are. So yeah, let's get started with your reading, and I'll meet you at your timestamp. All right, hello deck number 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if the messages resonate with you. And let's get tapped in with some essential oil oracle and really kind of get the energy surrounded around your message for today. What do we have for those who resonated with deck number 1, the Tarot Vintage? Okay, so you actually got 2, deck number 1. Let's take a look and see what you have. So we have comfort showing up, okay? The trigger statement is people cannot be trusted. And the true statement is I trust my heart. Your big, beautiful heart is ready to open. Trust that you will be able to discern who is best to walk with you. Okay, so for you guys, deck number 1, Spirit is giving me the energy that it is time for you guys to kind of step out of your comfort zone. Okay, what I'm picking up for you, pal number 1, is that you guys are kind of the controllers. Okay, you're the one who needs to know all the details. You have to know what it is, what it isn't, who it is, who it isn't. You just really want to know as much information as you can. Okay, deck number 1, what I'm realizing is that the more information you know, the more anxiety that you have. I don't know if you guys have realized that pattern, but I really am getting that strongly for you guys. It's like the moment that you find out one bit of information, it's kind of like, okay, now I have to stress about that and the outcome of that and if that's going to work. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, Spirit is really challenging you right now to trust, okay? To be able to know that you have learned enough and you know enough, and that you don't need to know. Really, that's not our business, right? How Spirit works things out, how Spirit does things on our behalf. To be honest, there's no way that we would be able to really even grasp the intricacies of what it takes for things to take place. I mean, we're still trying to figure out how babies are conceived. That's still a mystery in science, right? So there are a lot of things that we really don't understand. And in being able to trust that I don't need to know everything to be comfortable or to be at ease, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you so far. Okay, right. And you also have flow, deck number 1. So the trigger statement is, why are things such a struggle? It's because of what I just said. It's because you have this innate desire to know every single thing and to be able to control all of the aspects of any situation. So the true statement is, I am in the flow. Take a breath, dear one, and allow yourself to feel the flow of life through you. Release your need to do and just be. Okay, very clear, beautiful message coming from the universe for you, deck 1. You guys are I'm actually getting a vision of you guys like swimming against the current. And it's like this massive ocean, and you guys are literally just swimming, exhausting yourself, swimming against the current, right? So Spirit is saying, give up that. Give that up, okay? Learn how to tap into the flow, and also be patient with yourself when things don't make sense or when you don't have all the answers, okay? So let's see what else we have. Wow, that really kind of got intense already for you guys if you chose pile number 1, okay? So let's see, what else do we have here? Spirit, what do we have for those who resonated with pile number 1? All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles is showing up here in reverse. Okay, so interesting enough for you, pal number 1. Spirit is saying that it is okay for you to move slowly. Okay, I'm getting this energy as if you're not seeing immediate progress, if you're not seeing the results that you want when you want them, then you're labeling things as a failure, or you're labeling things as like, what's happening here? Is nothing is being done. But in fact, that's not true. Again, you know, as things are being created, as things are being developed, we don't necessarily see those changes right away, right? If we sit and watch a tree, we're not going to see every single aspect of it that's growing right before our eyes, right? So some things really do truly take time. But also, deck number 1, some things are left to be unknown for a reason. For you guys, I get that something has transpired that has you guys feeling as if you second guess yourself a lot. Like, am I smart enough for this? Is this the best choice for me? Okay, Spirit is wanting you to know and understand that there are no wrong choices, okay? We are experiencing life as we should, and things are constantly happening for our benefit, okay? And we have to trust that. We have to trust it. How many times for you, deck number 1, have you been unclear or confused about something, and then when it was all said and done, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. But that's in hindsight, right? So you mean to tell me that you stress up until you have this aha moment? Okay, so Spirit is saying, what else is it that I have to show you? Like, how many times do you need to see things work out for you before you believe that that's what's taking place? Okay, so we also have, the 4 of Swords is showing up here for you in reverse. Okay, so there's this need to reconnect again. The primary energy here is flow. Okay, this card reads your need, release your need to do and just be. Okay, that's what's happening in the 4 of Swords. That's kind of the energy of that card. The 4 of Swords talks about our ability to be able to be at ease as things are working and evolving and resolving around us, right? As you can see, this man is laying here in a state of meditation, okay? His sword is laid right next to him in a way to symbolize that he's at rest, or that there's nothing that needs to be done or defended or supported at this time, right? So Spirit is saying that this is the exact opposite of what energy you're in right now, and you need to tap into this 4 of Swords energy, okay? Being able to rest and relax and to be at ease about what's happening for you. All right, a lot of stress is taking place for you, pal number 1. So we have Page of Wands is also showing up for you here. Okay, so there's such a curiosity for you. There is such a need to be able to understand. There's a need to be able to ask questions, which is totally fine. But the reality of it is, if you had all of the answers, what would that take from the journey? Like, what type of journey would you experience if you knew how every situation was going to end? What would you learn from that, right? And so Spirit is here just to remind you very clearly of this message here for you right now. So we have the 9 of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, okay? Deck number one, Spirit is literally telling me here that the reason that you don't have the things that you want, or the things that you feel like you desire, these things that you have been pursuing over the years, is what I'm getting, is specifically because there is this need to control it. And so Spirit is saying that every time you get so close to what it is that you've been wanting and desiring, you sabotage it in a subconscious way. Deck number one, it's a sabotage where you start over analyzing. It's the obsessive thoughts, it's the second guessing. This is the way that you've been sabotaging your experience, to where inevitably you land in situations that are less than desirable, or not what your goal was intended to be. Okay, so Spirit is letting you know that this way of thinking, or this way of vibrating, is really what's kind of preventing you from becoming this Nine of Pentacles, or to be where you want to be in this particular journey. Okay, Spirit, what is the Four of Swords in reverse? Clarify the Four of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit. Yeah, Three of Pentacles is showing up. There is a beautiful group, is what I'm getting, surrounded around you. This is a group of people. For a lot of you, you have known these people since grade school. Some of you, you've known them since college, or from your childhood neighborhood, this type of thing. And what Spirit is showing me is that there was a time where you were existing before this anxiety, okay, before this questioning, before this confusion, before this despair. Spirit is wanting me to remind you of when you were collaborating, when you're able to share responsibilities, and you're able to share expenses and tasks and all these other things, that you worry less, and things work out better for you, okay? But I'm also getting that some of you feel really uncomfortable in a group setting. Like it's almost like you can't quiet that need to be able to control, okay? So if you are in a group setting, then typically, pal number one, you're the one who's saying, oh no, let's meet here at this time, make sure that you have this, make sure that you bring that, make sure that you guys are ready to work, da, da, da. So that's amazing. That's great for you guys. But at the same time, you tend to stifle the blessing, right? You tend to want to control what others can contribute to your process. And that is kind of really disrupting a lot of the favor that Spirit has been sending your way. I'm getting that a lot of the people that you know have a lot of the solutions to your problems or issues that you've been dealing with, okay? So Spirit is just reminding you to don't be that guy that feels like he needs to, or she needs to be the one who is always in charge, or the one who calls the shots, you know, or the talker in the group, the one who always has to express the way that they feel, and we think this, and it's just a lot of that's happening for you, deck number one. And Spirit is saying, take the back seat sometimes. Be the one who just enjoys the ride, right? No one wants to be the planner all the time, right? Allow people to assist you, is what Spirit is also saying. As you guys can see, the Eight of Wands is steadily popping up for us here, but it is in reverse. Let's get some clarification. Spirit, what is this Page of Wands for deck number one, okay? So it is the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? So the Eight of Cups in reverse here is showing me that you continue to revisit old scenarios, old situations. You possibly could be replaying certain conversations with people, but most of all, Spirit is showing me where you are letting those things disrupt your movement, your progress forward, okay? So for a lot of you guys, your biggest issue is simply just not being able to move on is what I'll say, okay? It's staying in that comfort zone for a lot of you, okay? Let me get some more insight here. What is this Eight of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Okay, it's dim bones. Is what it is, okay? So yeah, a lot of you are really, really shocked by the things that you say often, okay? The way that you talk to people is really shocking for you, deck number one. I get that when you guys do get frustrated or when things aren't working the way that you want them to work, you can get really snappy with people who are assisting you specifically. Okay, Spirit is showing me where you guys can also get very frustrated when it comes to seeking help. Okay, that's just something that I'm getting. That's just something that is popping up in the reading. When you have to ask someone for clarification, or when you have to talk to someone in regards to, okay, what do you think I should do next? There's some sort of like anxiety surrounded around that makes you feel like, okay, I shouldn't be having to ask anyone for anything. Like I'm losing just because I'm struggling to do what I need to do for me, when that's not the case. We're all divinely connected, and Spirit is wanting to remind you of that, okay? To remind you that there is an abundance of help, that delegating is an issue that you could be dealing with. Passing tasks along. Let's see. What else do we have for deck number one, Spirit? What do we have for messages from the universe for deck number one? All right, we have longevity. Okay, that is what we have coming up for you, and that is such a major point for you, deck number one, because I'm getting a lot of burnout for you guys. I'm also getting where a lot of you start projects and don't finish them. It's a lot of that's coming up. Okay, you could be a Leo. Oh, hold on. And we have regeneration is showing up here in reverse. So yeah, there's a lot of exhaustion is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting that you guys are not taking the time that you need to pour back into yourself or to support yourself, your crafts, things that make you happy. Okay, so for you, pal number one, there is a depletion of energy that is coming from you, again, swimming against that resistance, against the current, okay? So Spirit is saying for you guys to take the time to reboost yourself, to rejuvenate, to regenerate, okay? And so that you do have that longevity, so that whatever it is that you want and desire could easily be yours. You could be a Virgo, Aries, Capricorn. Okay, so if you chose deck number one, the message here is very clear. Spirit is wanting you to give up control and trust the universe, trust divine order, divine timing, okay? And to recognize how much energy you spend fighting against the current, against the plan, okay? And also how that makes you feel. A lot of you are having issues with not being able to work on your craft more, or your hobby, something that's really special to you. You guys feel like you don't have any time ever to do that, okay? And that is something that Spirit is saying, no, make time. Put it in your planner, okay? So we have the Mother of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles is popping up for you guys as well. So yeah, I'm really getting that heavy. If you guys were able to be in a situation where you can, again, rest, okay, relax. This person is taking a nap with their turtle, their cats there, the snail, an owl, it looks like. But there's also lavender, okay? So I really am getting that Spirit could be saying that you need to get rest, adequate rest, Okay, and understanding how you not having rest definitely has had a bearing on your creativity, on your patience, on your clarity. Okay, and Spirit is wanting you to get back to that. Seek help if help is what you need. Okay, and understand that it's okay for you to not have the answers, it's okay for you to not have the details. Okay, and there is a relief that comes with not having to be the gatekeeper, or not having to be the one who makes all the decisions or performs all of the magic, right? So that itself, giving up that need to always be in control, to always be right, to even always be heard, right? Because a lot of times, depending on your audience, and I am feeling led to say this for you, pal number one, depending on your audience, even the best conversation could be a waste of your time. Okay, because if people are not open to receive and to understand, then you are truly wasting your time. Truly. So a lot of you are dealing with that. A lot of you guys are encountering that, where you're getting that resistance from the universe. And I'm hearing that you guys are saying, I just have to do more. I just have to go harder. No, that's not true. You're doing more than enough. The issue here is the lack of faith, the lack of trust in the universe to do its part now. Okay. So that is the message that I have for you if you chose POW or deck number one. Again, my name is Erica Keyel. You guys are tuned into the gym. It's so dope. We are doing so much to expand and grow, and it's just so amazing, so beautiful. I thank you guys so much for receiving me and for allowing me to assist you in any way possible on this beautiful journey that you are on. So yes, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up the video if it resonated, and I'll catch you on my next session. Peace. Hello. If you chose deck number two, this is your reading. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if it resonates. Let's tap in and see what your overall energy is for this message. Spirit, what messages, what downloads do you have for deck number two? Okay, so for you guys, we have, oh my gosh, this is super insane. You also could resonate with deck number one. This is also the very first card that pulled out for them as well. As you guys can see, I did shuffle the deck. There are so many cards here. And here we are with this exact same message. So apparently this is a collective message that needs to be heard, right? So you have marjoram with the word comfort. The trigger statement here is people cannot be trusted. The true statement is I trust my heart. Your big, beautiful heart is ready to open. Trust that you will be able to discern who is best to walk with you. Okay, even though it's the same card, I'm getting a totally different energy for you guys if you chose deck number two. What I'm getting, and this is just messages from the universe, what I'm getting for you, deck number two, is there is someone who you've been questioning. You've been questioning if you should involve them in your journey and your process, if you should move forward with them. For some of you, this is someone that you've already dealt with before in the past. Okay, for the most part, you've already made your mind up about this person, but I do see this back and forth, confused kind of energy, and we're gonna tap in some more to get some more insight on that. But for you guys, deck number two, I'm hearing Spirit say, make up your mind and stick with it, okay? And that's just literally what the message that I'm hearing. I'm gonna get one more here to see what else it could be. What do we have for deck two? Spirit. Okay. So we also have spearmint with the word conviction. The trigger statement is no one listens to me. The true statement is my voice is heard. Stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. Okay. So there is this need to open up. There is this need to be confident. Okay. Is what I'm getting. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are struggling with sticking up for yourself or being able to verbally say, getting a lot of like blockages around the throat chakra, where a lot of you guys are just struggling to say your opinions, what you want to do, what you don't. Okay, there's a lot of back and forth kind of energy of really trying to figure out what's the best thing for you. But if we don't give the universe direction, then we can't be upset when it just sends us whatever energy is rampant, right? Whatever extra energy that is, which 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the people that are hit the hardest with retrograde, the people who struggle the most with aging, the people who have a very difficult time with companionship. These are people who seem to struggle with making clear and concise demands or even plans, okay? And so you just kind of get the leftovers is what I'm hearing is the word leftovers. Spirit, what do we have for deck number 2? All right, so wow, we have the 8 of Cups is showing up for you guys, okay? So again, there's something that I feel like you more or less have made up your mind that it's not something that you're interested in pursuing, or that you guys are wanting to just really start something new and fresh is what I'm getting. Spirit is telling me that you do have the support of your ancestors, of your guides. The only issue is a matter of you deciding what that looks like. Where do you want to use that support? It's like someone is writing you a blank check. It's up to you. It's like, here, just take the money, you do it with what you see fit, right? Which is super dope. All right, so we also have the 2 of Pentacles showing up, right? So there is some sort of imbalance as it relates to self versus others surrounding you, what that can look like when you are struggling to be true to yourself, but also possibly being a people pleaser. Thumbs up this video if that resonates with you guys. But I do see that being a thing that you guys really do struggle. And it can be the most simplest thing. Someone could be like, what do you want to eat for lunch? What do you have a taste for? And you guys are like, I don't know. What do you want to eat? When you clearly know what it is that you have a taste for, right? So there's something around speaking up. You could possibly have been maybe a middle child or someone who just really didn't have a voice growing up. Okay, what else do we have for pile number 2? Wow. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups is showing up in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with like some mother issues, some issues related to your mom, even if she has already passed away. I get this energy of like a conversation that you guys never got to have, or something that was really unspoken. It was almost like there wasn't much affection going on in the household, okay? I can hear Spirit saying she still loves you is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. What is this 8 of Cups? Spirit, what is this 8 of Cups here? All right, so it is the Knight of Wands, I'm sorry, is clarifying this 8 of Cups showing up here. So it looks like you guys are really wanting to take a new leap of faith, okay? But there's some sort of restriction. For some of you, there's someone who is just hanging on. I just get this vision of a gnat, like a fly, something that you are just like, fuck, this this damn fly, or whatever it is. But some of you really do have that type of energy kind of surrounding you. It's like whatever you try to attempt or whatever you try to do, you have to consider this gnat that's around you. I mean, I don't know how that relates. You guys take it as it resonates, but I am really strongly getting at almost like it's some of you guys that are feeling held back or restricted. I hate to say it could be children for some of you, that you feel like they're holding you back from your purpose, or holding you back from what you intended to do, how you expected things to be. It's like, oh, well, I'm a dad now, or I'm a mom now, so that's kind of all that I do, But this Two of Pentacles, let's see what this Two of Pentacles is here. It's the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? We've got two queens showing up in reverse. Deck number 2, you guys are needing to step into your power here, okay? That's really what it is. I saw the Emperor on the bottom of the deck earlier, and that's really the energy that needs to come through here, okay? Sitting on the throne, knowing who you are, understanding where you're headed, what your purpose is, okay? That's different than needing to know the details. That's different than needing to control the outcome, right? So what we're seeing and what we're truly experiencing here is someone who is just unsure of themselves. Again, this goes back to childhood. Even though I'm not really seeing any particularly childhood cards showing up in your reading, deck number 2, you guys already know what the business is. It's almost like you don't know how to show up for yourself. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing. How do I say no? I don't want to do that. It's almost like you guys were never taught that, okay? Queen of Cups in reverse. Spirit, what is the message? Ooh, those cards went flying everywhere. What's the message for the Queen of Cups in reverse? For my deck 2s. All right, it is the Two of Cups, okay? So for a lot of you, I really truly am getting like some sort of relationship or something that makes you feel defeated or out of your energy, out of your element. Some of you could just be playing a role within this relationship dynamic that feels uncomfortable, that makes you feel a little stressed out or overwhelmed, okay? Let me see what else I can get here. What is this Queen of Cups in reverse for deck number 2, Spirit? Page of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So it's just not enough knowledge. It's just not enough information. For a lot of you guys, it's like you literally don't know how to start pursuing your dreams or to change your life or your lifestyle, okay? I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, you're just ignorant to the steps. What is it gonna take? Opposed to you guys actually pursuing it, Spirit is saying, go get the information. Go figure it out. Go Google it. Go, how do I start a business? Or, how do I do this? How do I do that? Spirit is saying the information is there. It's just some of you guys are waiting for it to be fed to you, is what I'm getting. Okay, that's honestly what I'm getting here for pile number 2s, okay? Okay, let's see, what do we have? It's daring to chase what it is that you want, like having the confidence to do that. So we have clarity, okay? Yes, really, really beautiful for you. Deck number 2, you could be seeing 1111, okay? Yeah, definitely could be seeing 1111, all right? But it's about clarity. It's about seeing the situation from an objective point of view, seeing it from a vantage point that is beneficial, and understanding that you can always change your vantage point, right? If you're trying to watch a movie, let's say, and you're sitting there, you're watching the movie and you're like, I kind of hate this viewpoint. You have every ability to get up and to choose another seat, right? To choose a different viewpoint, a different different vantage point. We forget that we actually have that same ability as human beings. If something isn't looking right, if it's not feeling right, we have the ability to change or manipulate how this looks, how this illusion appears, right? We can choose to wake up and say, my job is shitty and it sucks, or we can choose to wake up and say, wow, I'm so thankful to have a job right now. These are different vantage points. Same situation, different point of view, okay? So let's see what we have here. What do we have for my pal number 2? So let's get one more. The Green Witch Oracle for you guys. And you have vitality is showing up in reverse, okay? Do you have what it takes? Right? Have you prepared yourself? Which for a lot of you, it's like, get that book, read it. Okay, go to that meeting, go to that webinar, whatever the situation is. Spirit is saying, take control of your situation. Step in and say, you know what? I think I want to own my own business. Let me start doing the process and working the steps for that. Or, you know, I think I want to retire early. Let me figure out what that looks like for me. Making the decisions. Because right now, pal number 2, Spirit is showing me where you guys are just kind of being tossed around every which way. Like you're in a dryer or something like that, right? Just being tossed around, flipped around. And understanding that you don't have to participate in that process is most important. And that is the message here for you. Okay, that's what I have for you if you chose deck number 2. Thank you guys so much for tapping into the gym. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up the video if it resonated, and I will catch you guys on my next session. Peace. All right, if you chose deck number 3, this is your reading, okay? I'm going to take all these. This is your reading if you chose deck number 3. Thank you so much for tapping into the gym. I'm already seeing that you guys are the deep ones. You guys are the ones that are all the way off the chain. This is clear just from choosing this particular tarot deck. It's super deep. But as I just started shuffling for your oracle for the overall energy of the reading, guys, I got elevate, awaken, okay, and divination. Again, you guys are the healers. You are the magicians. You are the alchemist. Okay, so this is already intense. If you chose deck number 3, let's tap in and see what we have here. Elevate, joyful. The trigger statement is, I feel so low. The true statement is, I persevere. Release the worry and fear and allow confidence, trust, and strength to take you to your goal. Okay, deck number 3, you guys are doing so well, but I can feel these periods where you often get stuck in the what if game, or this 8 of Swords kind of energy where you're in your head about your abilities. You're like, am I really that powerful? Am I really that tapped in? Am I really that important to this process? Am I really that divine? Okay, so you guys are really questioning yourself on that. Then Spirit is saying trust and strength to take you to your goal. Trust, confidence, and strength. Okay, so those are things that you guys are going to have to master in order to get to this next level. You also got Lang Lang with awaken. The trigger statement is, I don't know what to do. The true statement is, every moment is a new opportunity. Take time today to engage your senses and create. The tension that has been dividing your head and heart is leaving. Okay, and you guys have, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You also have Yarrow with divination, and the trigger statement is, I am so drained. The true statement is, I am shielded. You are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you are safe and protected. Okay, so you guys are highly favored. If you chose deck number 3, you guys are the ones that have all of the backing behind you. Okay, you've got ancestors, you've got angels, you have all of those, all of that assistance that's just waiting for you to understand and step into your power. Okay, so some of you are here for the sole purpose of trying to find out, like, oh, what do I need to do? That's why you tapped on this video, right? You're trying to figure out what is the message? What do I need to know? What do I need to hear? And for you, deck number 3, it's crazy because when people are this powerful, it's really interesting to do their readings, okay? When they are so divine, so all-knowing, okay? Multifaceted. It's really difficult a lot of times as a reader to tap into energy that is so strong, okay? Because a lot of times there are several major things happening at once, okay? So let's tap in. We have the 5 of baskets, or the 5 of cups in reverse. We also have the 6 of coins, okay? Or the 6 of pentacles. So again, you guys are really learning exactly why things happen to you in your past. You're realizing what's bringing you abundance. You're realizing that you have more than enough to give to others around you, okay? And you're also realizing that the most important thing that you can do for yourself is to heal from your past, is to repair your past, whatever that situation is. A lot of you guys have a grandmother that assisted you in a lot of ways, okay? Financially, emotionally, all of these things. And when that grandmother passed, I'm feeling this energy of like confusion, to where you were like, okay, I don't know what to do next. Who do I go to when I have questions? Or who do I go to when I'm unclear, right? And so Spirit is saying you go within yourself. All of that you were being taught, those were just reminders that you were receiving. All that energy was already in you, okay? All of that knowing has already been in you, deck number 3, okay? Let's see what else we have here. What else do we have for deck number 3? Yeah, you guys are doing a lot of healing right now, particularly for the end of the year, this final quarter. What do we have for deck number, okay, deck number 3 here. All right, and we have the 6 of knives, or the 6 of swords, exactly. You guys are really stuck on a particular situation, something from the past that really, I hate to say it, but rocked the boat for you. This was something that really shocked you. It, like, when it happened, it stunned you. For a lot of you guys, I'm seeing like someone that's frozen in midair. You know what I mean? It was like you were at the highlight of your life at that time, whether it was high school, whether you were in college, whatever the situation was, and then boom, life happened, okay? And there are a lot of unresolved things that haven't been addressed as a result of this trauma or this pain, okay? Spirit is saying that your strength, this power, this ability, this mightiness that you possess is being held behind the fear, the anxiety, the tears even, okay? What is this 5 of cups in reverse here? All right, so we have the free man is showing up in reverse, or the Fool card, exactly. So again, there is this new beginning, this fresh start that the universe is wanting to bring your way. If you chose deck number 3, this fresh start is the one that is going to lead you into this amazing existence. You are a healer, you are an educator, you're a teacher. You are someone who is very vital to what we're seeing happen with the collective, okay? Spirit is needing you to wake the fuck up. There's no other way that I can say that or put it. That's exactly how I heard it. Spirit is saying, like, you have got to snap out of it, okay? Whatever you need to do, because you're so vital to where we are right now. Deck 3, I can't even, it gives me chills as I'm explaining it. Spirit needs you to wake up. And I'm even hearing bet on yourself. What is this 6 of coins? The Some of you, you probably have been feeling like on pause or just frozen, like you can't move forward for quite some time. We have the 7 of Sticks or the 7 of Wands in reverse, okay? So you guys have spent a lot of time just defending yourself, defending your being, who you are. It's like you've been trying to let people know, you've been trying to like, hey, I am somebody. Like I may be getting my stuff together now, but I am somebody. And you've been having to convince people of that all your life. Now it's time to show them. Okay, now it is time to show them. With the planets that we have moving the way that they're moving, Mercury in the sign of Gemini, we have so much that is happening. Okay, and you guys have to be able to verbalize what it is. You know, there's so much power in the spoken word, but if we don't put actionable steps behind those spoken word, right? This is the origination behind magic, behind sacrifice. Even if you have a Christian background, understanding what the purpose of sacrifice was, whether it was a lamb or whatever the situation was, that was people putting intention behind their words, behind their plans. It's saying, okay, I'm serious about this. Okay, whether you're fasting, whatever the situation is for you, it's time for you to take action. Deck number 3. Okay, all right, and we have the 3 of Sticks in reverse. I mean, I cannot make this up. It's almost like you're waiting for something to come in, and it won't until you get this. Deck number 3, the level that spirit, the universe is bringing you to at this point is deeper than anything that you've ever experienced or come across in the past, and you have to elevate to receive this. You have to. There's no way around it. Okay, no way around it. Let's see what we have in the Green Witch Oracle for you guys. Okay. What do we have for those who resonated with deck 3? Positivity in reverse. Okay, so a lot of you guys are just saying the wrong things to yourself. You could be a Taurus. Okay, so a lot of you guys, you could even be a Leo. A lot of you are just saying the wrong things. You're thinking the wrong things even. Okay, it's almost like you start to think negative before anything else crosses your mind. You immediately think like, okay, this isn't gonna work, and let me think of all the ways why it won't work. Okay, and because you are so powerful, boom, say less. And that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing exactly what you're thinking, exactly what you are bringing to life. You are that powerful, yes, okay? Yes, you are. So if you're coming into a situation, it could be something as simple as work, your shift at work. If you're coming into it and you're thinking, today's gonna be a shitty day, it sure is. You're exactly right, it really is. Probably the worst day that you've ever had, right? And that's how things are moving for you, deck number 3. Therefore, if you have not noticed that, you still haven't recognized your power. If you haven't noticed that when you say things, they transpire, and excuse I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I am in, just excuse the ambulance in the background. You also have ritual showing up, okay? And you could be a Virgo. All right, so with ritual showing up here and also corn, it's letting me know that there is so much abundance that is waiting for you. And like I was just speaking about when I was just saying, this is why people put sacrifice and all these other things behind their process, is because it is putting the energy in motion, okay? It is setting it forward. If you're coming from a background that has you thinking like, oh, it's so evil if you do anything other than pray, then you haven't done your homework. You surely haven't read the Bible, okay? So that's the thing about it, that there's so much misinformation that a lot of times people can get confused. And for you, deck number 3, I'm seeing that there does need to be some form of clarity into understanding exactly the next level for you, okay? Because it can be pretty deep, right? This next level for you can include quite a few things, deck number 3. Really, whatever it is that you want. Whatever you want, okay? And you literally can have it. It's that easy. Can't even make this up. Can't make it up. Let me get one more on this ritual here. Thank you, Spirit, for clarification. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of you guys are needing to just switch up the way that you, everything about your spiritual practice, okay? Some of you need to have an altar. Some of you need to really just get into your ritual and establishing what that is, okay? So it's the 8 of Wands is showing up in reverse to clarify this ritual card. A lot of you need to shut off what you're being fed, what people are telling you, the messages that you're getting, whether they're subliminal or not. A lot of you guys just need to dead all of that noise, okay? With this 8 of Wands coming out, this is the card that talks about forward movement, communication, messages, all of these things. This card coming out in reverse is something that is telling me you need to slow down, lock down, and tap in, okay? You really do need to. A lot of you guys are spending a lot of time around negative people, and as a result, your mentality has become negative without you even realizing it for some of you, okay? But the energy of your reading is elevate, divination, and awaken. So it's time to do that. It's time to put some action behind this talk, okay? So very, very deep message if you chose deck number 3. Wasn't expecting things to go that deep, but you guys definitely have the support of so many of those who came before you, okay? Even those that will come after you, okay? So just understanding that and being able to claim that and tap into that, but also knowing that this is why Spirit has had your endeavors and your everything that you're trying to do on pause, because it's time. Like, it's time for you to tap into this energy, and it's time for you to own who you are and what you're here to do, okay? So if you chose deck number 3, this is your reading. Again, my name is Erica Keyel. I'm so excited to be here giving you guys messages, downloads, reads, whatever the situation is, whatever Spirit has me doing, I'm doing it. That's the commitment that I've made for my journey. And so I just want to be a supportive resource for you guys, right? So definitely comment below if it resonated, thumbs up the video, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on my next session. Peace.